Hello, so I'm going to do a review of one of these Chinese PAPR things, and it's actually surprisingly good. So you charge it via a 12-volt wall socket cable. Basically, it's got two modes on it. One of them, which basically does 62 litres of air a minute, which I think is only with a very small filter. One of them's got 74 litres a minute, the better one. Takes 30 minutes, you can't have a hose longer than 30 metres, and it lasts 3 hours takes 3 hours to charge it, and it's 5 to 7 hours of use depending on what setting you're on. So I found it pretty damn good so far. So here's a little plug. Obviously I've got an adapter on it that it charges up via, but I guess any 12-volt lead would work. I'm pretty sure this is in GOST, not NATO thread, even though NATO filters seem to fit onto it all right. It came with this filter. I'm not going to even bother using one of those Chinese refillable filters. It came with two hoses, so I'm going to use both hoses so it gives it a bit more length. Obviously, it moves more air if you've got no filter on it. The smaller, sort of less air resistance of the filter, the more air it pushes through. Obviously, if you use a really big filter like a coffee can, there's probably a risk of burning it out, and it's not designed for those. So I'm going to use one of these proper Chinese vapor and particulate filters on it, and I'll just demonstrate with the PMG. It's got that little bout bit, so I'm going to set up with the bout because I haven't used it with the bout yet, and then show you what it looks like all running. Oh yeah, just to point out, you've got the two modes of the switch. One is speed 1, 2 is speed 2, so I've always been just using it on speed 2 because it's faster. That's a little charging port under there. So that's it there on the bout with the filter attached, and obviously I can flick between high and low power just by doing that. So let's give the mask a test. So we'll pop the PMG on. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is a GOST threaded thing on this one. So I can filter check, pressure check the mask doing that. Right, so let's flick it on. And yep, as I said, the PMG is now working through there. So yep, this PAPR isn't too bad. It moves a decent amount of air, but still nowhere near as much as some of the military models. So it's much better than the Israeli civilian style ones. You know, if the instructions sort of things are on it are correct and you get like a 5-hour runtime on that, that's pretty damn good. Let's just give it a very quick test of the big filter before I go. Right, here we go. Yeah, it still works for that, but isn't moving much volume of air, and it will probably burn the motor out eventually, so yeah, don't